It has been 16 years since the 9/11 attacks changed our nation, when thousands of people reached out to help one another. Today, we're honoring those who take some of the biggest risks to protect us.
KTLA 5's Christina Pascucci got a very rare behind-the-scenes look with the Los Angeles Fire Department's their air ops team to see what it actually takes to rescue someone in need.
Absolutely. And we had no idea where we'd be called to, what to expect, what would even happen. But one thing was guaranteed: we would get a rare look into a day in the life of the LAFD Air Ops. It's dynamic, it's unpredictable, and they have to be ready to execute any number of rescues at any given moment. And that is exactly what they did. 4 minutes, that is the amount of time it takes from the point when the call comes in.
This reported hiker incident for Fire 2, Fire 5, Battalion 10.
They get the rescue chopper out of the hangar
and lift off to the person in distress.
Just minutes after the call,
Fire 2 from Battalion 5, go.
LAFD Air Ops charges toward the Hollywood Hills in the AW-139 chopper.
We got a visual on the patient.
What would people not expect about what you guys do?
Probably the amount of training that we do.
Specialized teams train constantly for any conceivable mission and in harsh environments.
We do a ton of swiftwater training. We have all those flood channels that make their way into the LA River.
And let me know when I start sending them down.
You never get to fight fire in a calm day. It's always windy. You deal with a lot of visibility issues, so situational awareness is real important.
And our rescue started to go down.
We are a multi-mission operation, so we do everything from brush fires, rescues, air ambulance, inter-facility transports, canine rescues, horse rescues.
They performed nearly 700 emergency missions last year and another 1,100 training missions. The teams prepare for scenarios seen elsewhere that could happen here.
Plane off of the runway into LAX with multiple people on board.
Or a terror attack on an LA landmark.
A lot of the scenarios are coming from other parts of the country.
There are 4 main categories of air ops teams. The crash, they deal with fuel spills and plane incidents. The heli attack team refuels the choppers and fills them with water for fire attacks. The pilots, who operate the AW-139s and the helitanker.
It moves water through that hose at about 3,300 gallons per minute.
And finally, the aeromedics, like these guys who are also certified in hoisting operations.
The most challenging thing we can probably do is our hoisting arena.
It looks like we got a last hiker down there.
There's so many factors that come into play during a hoisting situation. You're not only dealing with the possibility of the cable getting twisted, but you're also dealing with gale force winds. This is equivalent to what, 100 mile per hour wind?
If not higher.
Remember the hiker who called for help? Well, the air ops team reaches him, and the hoisting method comes into play.
We're already either injured or tired or sick.
The patient is rescued and transported to a local hospital in good condition. Should you find yourself at the center of a rescue mission, just remember,
I'll be there in about 3-4 minutes.
4 minutes, and help is on the way.
And we appreciate the opportunity from the LAFD. They rely heavily on their air fleet, like the AW-139 helicopters you saw in this story. And earlier this year, when crews fought the Mandeville fire near Brentwood, the Air Ops team ran into a little bit of trouble because they needed more air support and half their fleet was grounded for maintenance. So right now, as we speak, they're awaiting a city council decision to provide additional funding to get another chopper. We're going to be standing by and bring you those details as they come in. But Jess and Chris and Henry, just, really cool to get such a behind the scenes look. You rarely see.
It's one of those things where when we, breaking news happens and we see these people first one on the scene, but it's always one of those things where they don't know on any given day what it is they're going to have to face, which is exactly what you talked about. So how do you even train for things that they don't even know
There's
what's going to happen?
so much preparation. So even when we arrived that day, they had a training that they ended up having to do that wasn't necessarily planned, but they went through meticulously. They scrutinized every detail for the packs that they have on board, all the different equipment. They went through these checklists, even life-saving equipment for infants. So I mean, there is no stone left unturned in terms of preparation.
There's so much for them to do every day here in vast Southern California. Do they ever go, for example, help hurricane victims or go out of the area, or we can't afford to send the resource there?
Yeah, well, that's a good question too. So as we speak, I just got an update from LAFD, and they've deployed a team to Orlando, and they're on the ground there. Initially, they went to Harvey, and then they got redeployed to Orlando to take care of what's happening with Irma. I know they have specialists. They have their search and rescue team, the Swiftwater rescue guys, and also a hazmat response team, about 70 people or so from their crew in Florida as we speak.